unfold. Space aligns. Behold my collection.
I get told then I'm leaving the fight. Oh my god, there's DD here.
I will have what I want. It will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry.
Death made real.
Stand still. Stand still. Why?
Resistance will be punished. Time contorts. Scurry, scurry.
My irritation is growing. Stand still. It will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry.
Death made real.
Stand still. Do what I say.
Death made real.
Ow!
Stop resisting.
I'm really struggling, my heart rate's so high.
Reality bends. Punishment inescapable.
Arrogant toy. Take this.
So happy I noticed that so fast. Still shaking really hard.
Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
Up, left, right, up, left, fuck,
Scurry, scurry.
up, left, right, up, right, up. Oh,
Stand still.
oh, 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 my heart. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart rate right now.
Intervention, Nomad.
Oh,
You have proved your might.
oh.
You have proved your ignorance.
I didn't even get an orb. Is that the best thing? That better be the best thing.
The toy causes me pain. It's the toy.
Oh, my heart rate.
I apologize.
Oh, my heart. It actually is beating so hard. I felt like that was fairly smooth.
You were like me. Oh, I hope we can continue to play together.
Fuck, dude. My heart is actually beating so much. This is like the Shaper fight all over again. I'm shaking so much. Hey! We're gonna do like a little review and talk a little bit about the Maven kill. So I killed Maven. I practiced a few times on standard. Something I wish wasn't a possibility. But I mean, we can talk about that at the end. But either way, there's pros and cons of that even being a thing. But either way. I did Maven on Ritual Hardcore SSF. I think it was number 17, 18. I can't remember. If I hadn't had died on my first character, I would have been, well, maybe second, but at least third. So that's like a little bit annoying because the fight I died to, the Breach Swords, is obviously way harder than this. They're very, very different fights for this build. Like pretty much everything about my build is, well, it's super optimized for the Maven fight. If you watch through the entire thing, you can see that pretty much nothing can kill me except the memory game. And I've set up with like 3 diamond flasks just for like an insane amount of damage. And I was like really, really, really enjoying like watching the chat afterwards and people going like, wow, so clean, and wow, such damage. That was like really, really cool. It's the second most I've ever been shaking during a Path of Exile fight. You'd think the Uber Elder would be number 1, but Uber Elder was surprisingly calm for me. It's a fight I really enjoyed and found doable. And this fight was just, wow, amazing. The Shaper fight, by the way, was the one that I shook the most. I actually kind of almost passed out. The build is perfect for this, especially this stage. So if you see here, whenever I kill one of the high life uniques that this boss summons, they get detonated, and I get such a large damage that it just instantly finishes the stage. So you've probably seen other people struggle a little bit more, but here you just saw the thing take a massive chunk. The thing I'm very unhappy about this boss fight is some of the bosses here shouldn't be here. It can summon Detonate Dead and Reflect mobs, and they shouldn't be in there. It's insanity, especially Reflect. The Reflect definitely shouldn't be here. The memory game, I thought it was really, really cool. I think it's actually so cool they put a mechanic like this in the game. It's very, very hard. I thought it was going to be harder, and that it would obviously be almost impossible blind. But the entire fight is just really, really well done. And for this Inquisitor, it's a very, very, very doable fight. As you can see, I'm like face tanking abilities that other builds are getting like decimated by. So very good. Very happy with how it turned out. Wish I'd have done it earlier, but you know, deaths. I want to talk about standard practicing and stuff like that for the event. I do and I don't think it should be doable. In a perfect world where the main focus of PoE is competitive, which it isn't, it would be really, really cool to have like just an event league where the boss only existed on the event league for like a week or 2, right? That would be the best thing for events, but this is a very small bubble. There's not everybody gives a shit about races. The majority of PoE doesn't care about it, right? So then arguably you could say like, well, what about if it's only available on Ritual Softcore and Ritual Hardcore, more similar to a league boss? That is probably like more better of a compromise. But then you do again like first then you're screwing over standard players. The reason I would say that's slightly more acceptable is because at least the majority of people I know that play standard aren't really playing there because of the new content. They're playing because they don't have a lot of time to play. And they don't enjoy losing things, but generally not just, hey, I want new content all the time. But still, even that you could argue is obviously a pretty bad thing if you're screwing over standard players for a week. But there is a really, really bad downside as well that a lot of people didn't think about, in my opinion, to if you only had it on Ritual Hardcore and Softcore. Because these are events with monetary value, when there's like 10, 20, $30,000 on the line, then people are going to care less about like, yeah, I know I shouldn't account share with my friend that's playing Ritual Softcore and practice the fight there, but it's $30,000 and that's like 2 or 3 years of wages. So while I'm not a big fan personally for like the event side of things that you can practice on standard, at least it makes like the most even playing field because everybody has characters on standard where they can practice, or at least everybody that has a chance to win. Um, and here you can see I log out, by the way. The reason I did that is because I got hit by the no regen beam. It disables all your reach and regen. And then I take like 3 minutes or something where I'm just sitting in my hideout waiting for my heart rate to go down. It's my favorite part of hardcore is just like how exhilarating it is to do stuff like this. But yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about the pricing on standard. Like I wish it wasn't possible. But since it is, then yeah, obviously everybody should take every advantage they can, right? It's a competition. Make sure the playing field is even as much as possible. But it would be cool sometime to have an event where nobody was allowed to practice and see if someone can do it blind or by watching videos if someone is able to do it before them. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy with how the event turned out. I think the fight is amazing. As for the loot, I ended up dropping the helmet. No orb, sadly, but I ended up dropping the helmet, and it's such a cool helmet. I love it. It's like crit immune and damage unlucky. So good. Oh, love it. Just wanted to make like a video talking to you guys, especially the YouTube crew who don't tune into Twitch every day, and how I felt about the fight and the event and everything. Very well designed, I think, except for the reflect mob and the reflect mob and maybe the DD mobs. DD mobs are probably not as bad. It's like specifically a downside to my build, which is it's probably okay that there are downsides to build. Whereas reflect spawning with very, very, very little visual clarity, that 100% TDD needs to, even during the league, remove reflect mobs randomly spawning. That's insanity to me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed like the little review and little talk. Let me know how you guys feel about the boss and if you feel like my ideas are stupid or if you agree with them. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are having an amazing time in Ritual League. I know I am. More importantly, try to die less than I do.